Lady, you don't look so good right now.
Nothing a big ol' hug and kiss from you won't fix.
You get away from my door, right? You go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children all ages. Of course, I'm your favorite random man, future king of YouTube. Terrence Wizard is in this here building today. And guys, welcome back to a reaction to we talking about Evil Dead Rise. But I got my friend, my buddy, Mr. Deadeye himself, Ultra Fatality. How you doing, sir?
You ruined the surprise.
Nah. I think I ain't ruined nothing.
Yes, you freaking did. I don't even want to do this. That was supposed to be my moment, and you took it from me.
Look. I'll talk to the Deadeyes. They say you'll be a part.
You wouldn't talk to nothing. Otherwise, you'd be with us. You lying bastard.
I can't. No, I asked as and we made some compromise. I ain't gonna tell you what the compromise.
Ashes in a Deadeye.
No, don't worry about how I got the one how I got
Just
you
go.
on here. Don't worry about how I got you over here. Don't worry about how I got you.
Ruined.
Anyways,
Ruined.
So how you?
I'm actually upset.
You be all right. But anyway,
Maybe.
anyway, so we talking about Evil Dead Rise, man. So the reason I waited to do this review because I was waiting for my good friend here to watch it himself. So I gotta ask you, what did you love about what did you like about this movie? I know
We managed to swallow a bunch of souls.
Well, that's the end of the review. Thank you very.
Anywho, no. So since he's gonna make me go first, like he always does.
Yeah, of course, you're a guest.
I don't think that's how that worked, but anyway, no, the movie was fantastic. If you haven't watched the movie, go watch the movie. Stop watching this because I'm going to spoil. I am. But there's a lot of stuff I want to say, and it's definitely spoiler territory. And get the hell! I told you, man. The dogs. Anywho, anyway, freaking moving on because this guy just literally stuck his face in my cup of water, so I guess I'm not drinking that. Anyway, like I said, now that that's over and the rant's over, y'all had more than enough time to escape. Now, long for the spoiler territory. I love this day movie start to finish. That opening freaking scene was fantastic. It was like the greatest opening to a horror movie ever. It's like I don't know if you guys heard about it, but they weren't kidding. They throw this shit at you immediately. The movie starts off raw as hell. And I'm gonna answer you guys now for those who hasn't seen it but seen the previous Evil Deads. This does not pick up after Ash vs. Evil Dead. This does not pick up after Mia's Evil Dead or 2013. This is its own thing and all that stuff. You can make connections to the previous Evil Dead, but this isn't no direct sequel. This is just, Evil Dead. I'll elaborate more in a little bit once I get to it. But anyway, that first scene starts off so goddamn well. It's a reference to the rest of the Evil Dead series with the camera chasing you and all that stuff. Yeah. I freaking love that they did that. I just love all Evil Deads that do that best because it's always funny to me. You just hear the demon growls. It's so weird, but it starts off like that. Hey, you meet these three people. You're gonna meet this. I forgot the character's name. Sorry, but they were fodder, so screw them. But you're gonna meet these three people. One of them's just out there chilling. This other guy's flying his drone. Then there's this girl named Jessica. She's laying in a bed. So the movie starts off, and like I said, I warned y'all with spoilers and all that stuff. And so the movie starts off immediately. So Jessica's apparently already infected with the Deadeye virus.
Yeah.
They say she's sick and all that stuff. They're like, oh, she's sick. Okay, let's go check up on her. And it has a very beautiful reference to Evil Dead 1. Only the hardcore fans would notice this.
Yeah, definitely.
So, there's a reference to Evil Dead 1 as soon as she walks in the weird shaped freaking cabin house.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I don't know what that
what the hell place was. What was that? I wouldn't even want to stay there.
I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that
All
is.
supernatural jokes aside, I wouldn't even want to step. The place she was staying at looked stupid. It was just a triangle. Anyway, as soon as she walks in the house, they got this clock going back and forth like they did in part one. And as soon as the shit starts, the clock stops on the right, so like it did in part one. So I like that little reference. Then Jess freaking just obliterates the other girl by scalping her.
They pull her whole.
Yeah, she peeled her muffin cap back blue for real.
Like, bro, oh my god, that junk.
I was like, dang. She was like, who's the brainless dumb in now? Because she was talking shit about the dude, and the dude was kind of like annoying. He was on the street for such a short time, but he seemed so annoying. Anyway, so after that pops off, she escapes the house, and Jessica comes out there and terrorizes everybody. She grabs a drone, slaps herself in the face with it, and the guy tries to save her, and he gets obliterated underwater.
His head get ripped off.
And then Jessica comes rising up from the water, and then the title comes, "The Evil Dead Rising."
The way the title popped up was so.
It was a beautiful opening scene. Man. Y'all gotta see that shit.
That cold open was so great.
The thing that caught me off guard even more, though, this happens after the movie.
That's the thing. Like, because it happened right after the movie.
A day before. Yeah, they say a day before all that shit happened.
Because I ain't gonna lie. Because I got confused for a second. I was like, what's going on? Then when they said a day, I was like, oh, like everything was really picture good. It's like going when they went to a day before, we meet the aunt who's I guess like I won't say a groupie, but that's what they kept calling through the whole movie.
He was a technician.
Thank you. I couldn't get the word out.
Anyway, yes, as my man here was trying to say, so we go to our main character, Beth. She works as a technician for these bands, but everybody, there's going to be I'm not going to say gag. That's not the right word, but I guess I'm gonna just use that for now. But it's a theme, running theme. Her sister is bitter about her leaving, and she's going around telling everybody that she was just a groupie for her band or whatever. So, anywho, so she turns out to be pregnant. I knew immediately she's taking a pregnancy test. So she's pregnant and all that good stuff, and she goes back home to her sister and all that shit. I don't know why she did it. I guess because they help out with the pregnancy and all that, so she's freaking out. But she goes back home, and everything started off normal. You get introduced to the family and all that stuff. You meet the mom, which is, oh my god, she's like one of the greatest deadites ever.
Oh my god, I love.
She almost gave. She gave Henrietta a run for her money, y'all.
Yeah,
I love Henrietta. But she was close. She was close. But nothing beats. That's bro. So yeah, Henrietta's still number one to me. Anyway, so we meet the mom. We meet the three kids. I don't know how old these kids are, bro. But I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
I don't know either. I really
Evil
don't know.
Dead destroys children. So
is this the first one that did that though? If I'm thinking right, is this the first one that actually evolved?
I think in the show. In the show, they killed a kid in the show, I think.
I can't remember.
But movie-wise, yes. But anyway, y'all, let's just assume that they're like teenagers to young adults. Maximum age probably
the youngest is about what? I'd probably say maybe 5, maybe 10, possibly.
Nah, she couldn't have been 5, but moving on. So we get introduced to the family. And we, like I said, we meet the mom. Her name was Ellie or Elle.
Yeah.
But then we get to see Dylan, which he's the cause for all this. But don't hate him yet. Then we got Bridget, and then we got Cassie. And so we got the family here, y'all. And then we got some other two people. We got these 2 Mexican-looking dudes, Hispanic, I don't know, but they're kids. One of them obviously has a crush on Bridget.
Yeah.
And the other one's a little brother. Then we got this other dude named Gabe, which is the next door neighbor. And then we got this old dude. I don't know if they ever said his name.
I don't think they said his name. I really don't think they said his name.
He lives across from Elle. These are the characters of the movie. That's why I'm telling y'all they all play a role. Y'all need to know this.
Right.
So, as we progress and all that stuff, everything's fine. And I'm going to talk about the mom first. The mom, I'm going to tell y'all right now, she was blowing off some steam as a Deadite because they are so
yeah.
annoying to her.
Oh my
Like she was
god,
a good
yeah,
mom.
bro.
Like she wasn't mad at them, surprisingly, but she's just chilling, doing her thing, and then the son is blasting the hell out of his music. The
Right.
daughter Bridget is just like, "Where's my shit?" And she's like, "Look for it. It's dirty. Then wash it." No, I don't want you. It's like, get out of her face. She's chilling.
Right.
And the little girl, she's fantastic. I love that little girl.
Yeah, the little girl was fantastic. I love her.
She was probably my favorite one out of the kids. She was definitely my favorite one out of the kids. But yeah, they all just being some buttholes to the mom. So fast forward to, when how shit goes down. So the mom sends her out there. He sends the kids out to go get pizza and all that stuff because she needs to talk about some serious stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently, their dad.
Their dad ran off on them.
Yeah, he became a no call, no show. So he decided to dip out of nowhere. And lucky for him, he did. Like, bro, in all seriousness, just imagine that mess. You come back to your house, you're like, you know what, sweetheart? Whoa, what the happened here? Like,
Right.
are you the father? Like, yeah, well, your family is possessed by deadites and stuff. Like, oh, it's a good thing I left. Right? But anyway, so you don't ever see this dude. You can see him in a photo, but you don't actually see him. So as the kids out getting pizza, Ellie and Beth has a bonding moment. And I hold you, I thought they was a lesbian couple.
Really? You really thought that? Because I remember
before they say anything, there was like, I was like, yo, y'all a little too close. Y'all seem like
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of felt that too. I was like, nah.
Yeah, I thought they were a couple until she was like, that's my sister. And she was like, oh, okay. I thought that she just left her and then she found a man and the man left him or her. You know what I mean? But anyway, so the kids come back with this pizza, but then a random earthquake happens. Now I think they were in LA. LA gets earthquakes.
I want to say it was LA.
So earthquake hits, and of course I don't care white people. I'm just gonna say that now. There's a giant hole in the little parking garage.
Yeah.
So everybody else, like the two girls, is like, damn, that was crazy. Damn, we dropped the pizza. It was crazy. Oh well, let's just get back up there. And the boy Dylan,
Danny going up.
Dylan. But yeah, he's like, hey, look at this hole in the ground. And Bridge is like, no, let's go. So the reason he goes in a hole in the ground, there's another theme to it. Apparently there was a bank that the apartment that they lived in was built over. Yeah. And there was a little horror story they got talking about this guy died in that bank, and if you carry change in your pocket, he comes and kills you or whatnot. So the only reason I'm telling this is because once he went under there, he was like, hey, I'm gonna find something to sell. We were built on top of a bank. Maybe there's some loot down there.
Right.
He goes down there, explores, and eventually finds the Necronomicon in these 3 tapes. So
that's the 3 recordings he has for it. Something like that.
Yeah, so he finds the book and he finds these 3 tapes and he goes back into the room and starts to decipher the tapes and all that stuff. So before he deciphers the tapes, the moment he pulls the book out, the sister Bridget sees it and she's like, I don't like how this shit look. Put it back. I don't like it. He's like, no, man, no, let's look at it. So he ends up pricking himself because the book has teeth. And he was pricking himself, and the blood drips on the book, and now the book opens up. So as they're looking at it more and more,
Cassie kept telling him, "Put it
Bridget,
back." No, it's
Cassie's the little girl.
Little girl. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Cassie's little. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I got the little thing listed up so that way I can stay on focus. But anyways, yes.
See, I don't got to look. I just see y'all. This guy right here. Anyways,
it happens.
Yes. So anyway, he gets pricked and all that good stuff, and Bridge is like, the book opens up and they're looking at it. They see the pages, they see how crazy it is, and Bridge is like, fuck all that, bro. Close this shit, get rid of it now.
Right.
And he makes this excuse like, well, there's an earthquake, we can't use the elevator, and we in for the night, so she's like, fine, just get rid of it first thing in the morning then. Leave it alone. He pretty much says, screw you, I'm going to keep exploring. So he messes with the books, and this is one of my most favorite part of the movie right here because this was kind of funny. I was actually in the theater and I burst out laughing.
Hey, wait, before you continue, I just want to say one thing right quick. His name, the boy's name, Danny. It's not Dylan. It's Danny.
It is Danny?
It's Danny.
I could have sworn it was Dylan. Why do they call him Dylan?
They call Danny. I don't know where you got Dylan from.
Get the hell out of here.
I kid you not. I don't know where you got Dylan from.
I swear to God it was Dylan.
Danny was the one who is the boy's name. But yeah, go on and finish telling you. I just want to.
Anyway, whatever.
Keep going on.
But anyway, well, Danny here. So Danny decides to be a jackass and keep messing with it. So like my favorite part of this movie, like I said, I was dying. He plays the first tape, and they confirm because this is where I need to pay attention. This is how it links up to the other Evil Deads and all that. Mm-hmm. In Army of Darkness, there were 3 books.
Yep.
There were always 3 books in Army of Darkness, and the guy says it on the tape. This is one of the 3 books.
Yep,
and if you remember Army of Darkness, one of the books was actually trying to bite Ash and all that stuff. So the book got a redesign, but this is definitely one of the books from Army of Darkness. So this is how it, links up to the rest of the Evil Dead and all that shit. This is just one of the books, and they unfortunately have one of the books. But anywho, that wasn't my favorite part. My favorite part about it is during the tape, the guy's like, hey, me and my associates found this book called The Book of the Dead, and you hear some people in the background. It's called The Book of the Dead for a reason. Destroy it. Destroy the book.
Yeah.
I was dying.
That was so funny.
Because they're like, can you decipher it? They're like, hell no, you can't decipher it. What the hell is wrong with you?
What the guy say on there? It's like, this book will be good for humanity or something like that. They was like,
no. So the guy who deciphered it, one of the dudes, and he went to church. He's asking his fellow church members, can he decipher it there? They all said, hell no, get rid of it or we go banish your ass. So what he decides to do is grab himself and his trusted allies who actually wanted to decipher it,
right,
and they start deciphering it. So on the second tape is where they actually start reading from the book. Now this part I actually really like too. So as he's reading from the book, everything's starting to freak out. So the kids Danny, he's like, all right, hold on now, it's getting too weird. He tries, he does actively try to take that shit off and cut it off, but they say, oh, hell no, bro. Well, you got it started. We got this. It's on now.
Right.
So he chickened out way too late. Bro. And so Danny played that tape, and his mom ends up getting, she's the first to get the Deadite version. It's possessed.
Yeah, because like the elevator scene.
Let's talk about Ellie.
Yeah, Ellie.
Yeah, so Ellie, the way how she got possessed, she was on the elevator. She was like getting ready to throw all her ex-husband stuff out. So she's on the elevator heading down and about to toss it in the trash or whatnot. As soon as the elevator flew open, she got caught by the spirit of the demon of the flashlight,
Whoa.
So she gets Cheryl / Mia. No, I'm kidding, y'all. She didn't get she did get the Cheryl / Mia treatment, but not fully. Let me say this: she got the Bobby Joe treatment. And if y'all don't know who any of these characters are, go brush up on y'all Evil Dead lore. But anyway, she got the Bobby Joe treatment, and a little bit worse because the demon was in the elevator with her, and it's literally like it was trying to talk to her. It's just.
Bro, then the way
flying all around her and stuff, and she's like, "What is happening?" Then the shit started pulling her hair, and then yanked her earring out of nowhere, and she's like, "What the hell?" And then she falls to the ground, and this was, I hate to say this was funny, but the demon punched the shit out. No, he punched her.
They beat the crap out of her. They literally
happened to me. And she turned around slowly, and all you hear is a
bro, they broke her arm and twisted.
Yeah, so the demon punched the shit out of her, and then the wires came out trying to hang her. Now Ellie, she's not dumb. She's like, you ain't hanging me that easy. So she climbs up on the side of the elevator to keep herself elevated. But they was like, you fell for my trap. Actually, I was hoping you'd do that. And these other wires came, grabbed her arms and legs, and they had her in the most nastiest way. It looked gross.
The way that
they tore her up. So
I really felt bad for Ellie during that.
No, I felt bad for Ellie too because it gets so much worse for her. So She gets obliterated by the elevator. Yes, the elevator, a possessed elevator killed her, y'all. This is Evil Dead. But anyway, she walks her broken body back to her apartment, and they're like, "Mom, what's wrong with you?" And she starts, if y'all watch the trailer, she starts cooking the eggs,
just dropping the eggs in little
pans. To cook the eggs. I don't know what the. Looking at the dead, I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna see how this human food tastes before I swallow y'all souls real quick." But then he's like, "You know what? Y'all souls looking too tasty. Forget these eggs," and throws the shit on the ground. And she's like, she crawls to them. This is where it got real sad. So she's talking to Beth. She's like, "Don't let it take my babies."
Oh,
and
man.
Then she officially dies. The Deadeye officially takes over her after that. Yeah. So they drag her into the hallway. They try to get her down, but they freaking yell. The elevator is destroyed. And then it's like, "Yo, let's take the staircase." The staircase is destroyed, so they're screwed. So they put her inside Gabe's room, and this is where shit started to get creepy with the quickness.
Oh my god!
Gabe got her in the bed, tucked in, all nice, giving her proper burial. I guess waiting until morning and shit. And he does the thing where when somebody dies, he closes their eyes. So he puts his hand over her eyes and closes it.
That was
and his eyes open back up, and he looked like, "What the fuck? What the hell was that?" So he does it again, and it stays closed this time. So they pray for her, and then things get more and more creepy because Beth is crying. Beth's like,
she played back the. She played back the.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So yeah, Beth is crying, and there's a scene in the movie where Ellie tells Beth that she called her after the husband left to ask for help, but Beth never answered her phone. So Beth's crying like, "Oh, I wish I could hear your voice one more time. It's so sad. I'm not gonna ever be able to hear from you again." And then the voicemail starts playing out of nowhere, but then Ellie starts talking in the voicemail like, "Beth, help me. I'm burning alive." And the screen cracks. I'm like, "What?" And then Deadeye Ellie finally awakes and all that shit.
The way she opened her eyes and looked at Beth.
Yeah, she opened her eyes. Like I said, the Deadites love fucking with people.
Yeah.
The Deadites always fucking with people. So she's just staring at freaking Beth, and they're like, and she leans up. So the kids walk through the room. They're like, "Yo, I thought Mom just died. What's happening?" They're like, "Get her." So they put her in the bathtub, and the bathtub is fucking boiling and shit.
Yeah.
Like, man, and then that's where shit really starts to pop off, bro. It's about to get wild right here.
Oh my god.
It's just Ellie, the lady who played Ellie was fantastic.
Yeah, Lisa Sutherland. Yeah, she did it
great.
I enjoyed her.
She got her in the tub and all that shit. Oh my bad. Go ahead and finish. Go ahead. What you about to say?
Cause the way she did the Deadite stuff, and I did look at some behind the scenes stuff where she's acting, where they got her hanging on the elevator, or everything. Even from I don't want to say I want to say my favorite scene yet, but I enjoyed her as this Deadite because not only did you feel for her, like, oh, it's about to go down, especially.
We definitely made it go down.
Yeah.
We get to tell you exactly what that. So after the bathtub scene happens, she flies up into the air and falls back into the water and shit. And now they're like, "Mom," and that's when the trailer, you see, she's like, "Mommy's with the maggots now."
Oh yeah.
Like Ellie is gone. That's it. We in the house now. It's over for y'all. So she climbs out the bathtub and all that stuff, and she's terrorizing the family. So she grabs like this welder. I think it was like a welder.
It's a welder. Something. Then she was making like a tattoo, like a tattoo gun.
It was a tattoo gun.
Yeah, it was definitely a tattoo gun.
I'm gonna say a tattoo gun. Right. And at first, she started attacking Beth, and she grabs this piece of glass. She stabs Beth in the hand and all that stuff, and they tackle her off Beth. And then now Bridget's caught, and Bridget gets stabbed in the face with this tattoo gun. And I'm like, "Yo, isn't that a child?" All right, here we go. Oh shit, damn.
Oh, it gets crazier, y'all.
All right, it's gonna get worse now. So Bridget gets stabbed in the face / cheek, and Daddy comes out of nowhere with a fucking chair shot that'll make JR fucking
God, he got a family. He got some family.
so she takes a chair shot and she crawls back out and all that stuff, taunting the family some more.
Right.
So what do? They lock her outside and all that shit, and this is where shit gets so messed up.
This is probably my favorite scene. This is one of my favorite scenes.
I'm sorry, I skipped something. No, she jumped on Gabe first. So Gabe comes in to investigate, like, what the hell's happening?
Oh, yeah.
And she's like attacking Gabe and all that stuff. Like, she literally pounces on him and starts biting. Yeah, she's biting at him like she's fucking Melina or some shit.
Right,
and
yeah, that's exactly what I thought about.
Face off. Did y'all hear me correctly? She bites part of this motherfucker's face off, bro.
No, but she took this dude's eye.
He took his whole eye out.
Took his whole eye
she
out.
bit his whole, like, his eye socket, whipped the eyeball out. And it was worse, y'all. She spits the eyeball into one of the kids, not
Jake,
the main.
She spit in Jake's mouth. And
yeah, she spit the kid, and he chokes to death on it. He chokes to death on it. And again, that's also a reference to Evil Dead 1, if y'all remember.
Oh, yeah.
When, I think it was Scotty's girlfriend got possessed.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she spit it into Linda's mouth.
Yeah.
I don't remember which character it was, but it was also a reference to Evil Dead 1, but they didn't choke to death. This kid actually choked to death. And believe it or not, he got it the best. He got it the easiest.
He died for asphyxiation.
After Gabe is alive with half his face missing. He's alive, and the kid choked to death. So now we got the old dude and the youngest child in the hallway.
Oh,
so
yeah.
And they say, fuck this shit, and barricade their door. And once they barricade the door, Ellie's pissed off trying to get inside, and she can't get inside. And then they look through the peephole, and they see the little kid, the poor child.
Bro, the little kid got like. Let me say, because when the little kid, I thought he got falcon kicked to me. I don't know, cause I didn't know his arms was gone until I looked. I was like, yo, his arms is gone. Like, yo.
She hit him with the Jax fatality, for God's sake.
Bruh.
The kid is running down the hallway, and Ellie not even running, just like kind of walking down her, laughing and
walking
stuff.
down the hallway, creepily walking down
and
the
next
hallway.
thing you know, you just see the kid get tossed into this wall with no arms. I'm like, oh my God. Like, just tow that child up. So Ellie's not beating on the door again, or I'm gonna say dead-eyed Ellie.
Yeah.
She's beating on the door again. And then this guy pissed me off. The neighbor that was across, he has a shotgun. He shoots her, but he misses. Like, he just hits her in the body.
Think on the side somewhere.
You could have ended this.
I thought you
could have ended this all.
Because when she went flying, I said, oh, she got shot in the head. So maybe
no, she got shot in the body.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I thought what happened when I looked. But then when she
so this fool, he shoots her, and he looks through the peephole like, oh, y'all good in there? Y'all good in there? Like, why would you take your eyes off of her? And as soon as he does that, she pulls him. He tries to shoot again, but misses, and then he gets destroyed. He doesn't really die that painfully, but he gets killed. And then Gabe pops back up. Gabe got worse again. I with him. It's like, open the door. Oh my God. He gets annihilated. So yeah, the hallway
scene. He got his throat ripped out by Dead-Eye Ellie. I'm like,
yeah, she came and ripped his throat out like like she was Rambo or something.
Bruh, it was. Crazy.
So yeah, the hallway scene was brutal. Yeah, that was crazy. But that actually wasn't my favorite scene in the movie.
That's one of my favorite scenes.
That was his favorite scene in the movie.
That's one of my favorite scenes.
My favorite scene. We'll get there. That wasn't my favorite scene. So, Dylan, why keep calling his ass Dylan? I swear I thought it was Dylan. No. Danny, Bridget, everybody, pretty much the whole family's in the house. Like, what the fuck is going on? And Bridget puts two and two together. She's like, it's something with that book, wasn't it? And Danny's backing up like, I'm sorry, it's all my fault.
I'm sorry, my fault.
And so everybody want the okay. Bridget's like, yes, you dumb mother. And she tries to beat his ass. She's like, yes, this is your fault. And she was right. She's in the right. I'd have been pissed too. Like, you why did you do it? I told you you didn't know.
Telling Danny to put the book back. He did.
So she's pissed off. She's trying to choke his ass out, and Beth has to come. No, let's not turn on each other and shit. Come on now. So Danny and Beth go in the room to go investigate the tapes, while Cassie and Bridget sitting on the couch. And Cassie's like, "You all right?" Bridget's sitting there mad.
Bridget was upset.
She's just sitting there on the couch, mad as hell, not saying a word.
Right.
And Cassie's like, "Sis, Bridget, you all right? You all right?" She's like, "I'm all right. Yeah, I'm cool." No, damn well she want to kill this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, she wanted to kill that dude.
As they're investigating the book more, Bridget's she's messing with her wound. She's trying to bandage it up and all that stuff. So it starts to bleed black blood.
Cause Beth was she was playing the records trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
and that's when Bridget started all that black blood.
Yeah, I was getting Beth started to investigate the tapes. She's like, "What is on these tapes?" So Daddy was telling her that, "Hey, I've listened to the first two already. Maybe the third one can help out and all that stuff." So as she's starting to listen to the third one and all that shit, Bridget's wound is getting worse and worse. And now you see that she got infected with the Deadite virus because it has that little weird spread like it does and all that stuff. So Bridget, I felt bad for her. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Oh, dog.
She started bleeding from the mouth, the nose, the ears, the eyes. Her whole face just started to just get towed up with just black blood and all that stuff. And then Cassie, she's sitting on the couch behind and she's terrified. No, sorry, she's in the room. Danny and Cassie's in the room.
Right.
So Beth comes out and sees Bridget on the counter. And you can already tell that Bridget is now officially a Deadite now. So this bitch is over here eating glass like she the Grinch or some shit. And Beth's like, "What the hell are you doing?" She's like, "There's creepy crawlies in my tummy. I'm trying to kill them." And in her defense, she did puke up a shitload of bugs, y'all. It was gross.
The way they how they distorted
and then she swallowed the glass, and you can see the glass poke through her throat when she swallowed it. I was like, "Oh, that's sick." That was sick.
Yeah. We told you at the beginning, this junk goes 0 to 100 fast. They throw it right at you.
So Bridget is eating the glass and all that stuff, and then she freaking finally attacks Beth and all that mess. So as Beth is getting destroyed by Bridget, she gets tossed into the kids' room. So Cassie has
wait. You forgot when she attacked her with the cheese grater.
Oh, the cheese grate. And what I said was that I wasn't going to explain the entire movie,
Not
but
the movie. I just want
to. Since he brought it up during the fight, man, she grabs the cheese grate and she's like just.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I didn't
gash the shit out of Beth's leg, and it looks so nasty.
That's the only time I actually kind of kind of tensed up. I'm like, oh no, that had me tensed up. But
it was sick. It was sick.
It was. Oh god, it was sick. Then
So after she got her leg,
go back to the room.
After she got her leg freaking shredded like cheese, fucking she gets tossed into the kids' room. So context here, freaking when you first meet Cassie, you think Cassie's a psycho. Cause she's dissecting this doll, and she cuts this doll head off with these pair of scissors and stuff her mom was looking for.
Right.
But she was like, "This is Staffney. Staffney will protect us." She's like, "This is Staffney. Staffney will protect us from the box ghost." Ooh, the box ghost. Sorry, no, I meant the bank ghost though. It's the bank. It's the ghost with the bank. What I was telling you about earlier. But anyway, yeah, so freaking Bridget comes in there about to, Hawk smash everybody and stuff. And she gets stabbed in the face because she has him on a broomstick. And the broomstick breaks at the very beginning of the movie by accident when they was playing with each other. But anywho, they got this broomstick and it stabs
right through her mouth.
Right in the mouth.
Right in the mouth.
And it stabs her right through the head. I'm like, oh, that's sick. That is sick. So Bridget's down for a little bit. She pulls the shit out like, that's all y'all got? And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna lay down. And she just drops.
I'm gonna take it nap anyway. I'm gonna take it nap anyway.
So Bridget's down for a little bit. and Ellie's out there still trying to coax people into opening the door and all that mess. So Ellie's out there. She's talking to Cassie.
Yeah.
After Cassie just got traumatized by stabbing her sister in the face and shit. So,
You
so
know,
she's like,
so good, Mom.
she does the scene like freaking open up now, you know.
Oh yeah, that scene. Oh my god. So open up now. Said one. So you know what? Well, fist is just a hug from you. Open up now.
She's like, yeah, you're good, man. It's like, no, I'll be all right. Just give me a little hug. I love that this happened. So Cassie's like slowly unlocking the door.
Yeah. I felt the
Soon as
same. I
it
think the
clicked,
same way.
really, as soon as that mess clicked, just
I like the way. I'm like, yo. I really
So,
thought. Oh my
as
god.
soon as
I got
it
nervous
clicked
for it. I
up,
really did.
She was choking Cassie out, and they had to come and help her. So she was like, "I'm sorry, I thought she was better," and all that stuff. So now Ellie's out there, Deadeye Ellie. She's pissed the hell off. She can't get in, and then they got Bridget wrapped up in this blanket, and he tied her up. Daddy actually did something smart.
That was
He's
really,
like, look, I tied her up just in case, you know. So Beth's like, screw this. I know there's something we can find on these tapes to help us. So she goes and listens to the rest of the tape. And Ellie finds this vent where this cat is the neighbor's cat been hiding.
Yeah.
So Ellie's climbing through the vent to get in the house. And Bridget's starting to wake up again and all that mess. So as she's listening to the tape, the guy on the tape is explaining to her, there's nothing you can do. The only thing you can do to even come close to stopping them is dismemberment. And y'all don't have nothing in the house to dismember.
Nothing,
so y'all are screwed. Y'all are ultra screwed. So as soon as she gets to that part, Ellie breaks through the vent, and instead of attacking Beth, you know, the good old Deadite fashion, starts taunting her, and she does like this cartoon thing and puts her nail on the track, and opens her mouth wide, and then the tape is continuing to play through Ellie, which is freaking awesome. It's weird but awesome as shit. So he's like, there's nothing you can do. Run, and just taunting the shit out of him shit. So now Deadeye Ellie and Bridget's in the house beating the hell out of everybody. And this is my favorite part.
Bro,
because
I gotta say this, because Bridget was floating through that with the sheet on her and stuff like that. I was like, that's so creepy. The way this is like
she had the sheet on her just floating across, grabbing at everybody and stuff. So she finally corners Danny, and she right in the damn muscle, which was the most painful
Danny went through it.
The reason why this is my favorite scene is when she stabs Danny in the muscle. She pulls the knife out, getting ready for the finishing blow, and she grabs him, looks him dead in the eyes, like, "I told you to put the book back, man."
Oh yeah, I chuckled. I'm not gonna lie, I did laugh at that. I told you to put the book back. I was like, dang.
She's like, he's just giggling. I told you to stop messing with it, didn't I? I told you. So Danny,
it felt like like a parent. Didn't I tell you not to? That's what.
Exactly. So
that's really what I felt like with that.
Danny manages to get a spray can and spray, and the stove was already on. You know, from when Deadeye Ellie was in there trying to cook her eggs mixed in with souls and stuff. You know, nothing like some soul and eggs, you know. So she sprays the fire and it burns Bridget and all that stuff. And Bridget's down for the count again. And then they have to unbarricade the door to get out and shit. And then freaking now the fight spills into the hallway and all that stuff.
Right.
So Danny's done. He dies from his wound. He gets stabbed in the chest and all that mess. And he dies from that. Bridget's down because she got burnt again, and then Ellie is just here and all that stuff.
Right.
So they're in the hallway, and then this is where everybody starts to come. This is another one of my favorite scenes too, because they start referencing Evil Dead even more and all that mess. And they're freaking just like, they start hitting them with the Dead by Dawn chant.
Oh yeah. That was
so angry. Nobody in the theater was getting all hyped like I was. I was the only one in the theater all hype and stuff. It's like, yes, they said it.
Yeah.
They said it. And then Ellie even said it too. When Ellie, she briefly grabbed Beth for a second. She's like, "I swallow your soul," and I'm like, "Yes,
yes. I want to be the high pitch, but I get it. But
Bro, I was in the theater. You guys, I was in the theater saying that shit. Just swallow your soul. It's so stupid. But they're in the hallway and Ellie gets the gun. No, sorry, Beth gets the gun and Beth blasts Ellie's leg off. I'm like, oh, well, there you go, dismemberment right there.
Right.
There you go. So as she's getting ready to reload and all that stuff, now everybody else starting to wake up and become deadites. So the kids, Gabe, the old dude was like, hey, give me back my gun, you slut. And I'm like, he's like, she started beating the hell out of her. She's like, let go of my leg. And the crazy part is, yeah, she missed the killing blow because she shot Ellie's arm and leg off, and she's about to blast her head off, but the dude grabbed her leg and tripped her.
Yeah, tripped her when she missed her shot.
So now her and Cassie runs to the elevator, and they're like, damn, we got no choices. The stairs is completely broken. We ain't going that way, so our best bet's probably the elevator.
Right.
So as they start hitting the elevator, and all that stuff, Bridget and Danny come out, and they're like, Cassie, why would you let go with her? Look what she did to mom. And she started, that was messed up. She's like, look what she did to mom.
But that's what
she's trying to take mom away from us.
But that's what the Deadites do, though. That's what the Deadites do.
The Deadites, man, they are brutal. They are brutal. Yeah. She's like, how can you let Auntie Beth do this to us, man? So they just taunting Cassie and all that shit, but it ain't working. And they just screaming at her, dead by dawn, dead by dawn. You ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. So the elevator finally closes, and then another reference to Evil Dead 2. The elevator starts filling up with blood and all that stuff.
Right.
And as that's happening, they freaking morph into this nasty
monster
abomination of arms and legs and shit. Look like a human spider.
Like,
bro, and now they're going after Ellie and stuff. So they crawl up top the elevator while the blood is filling up.
Right, the blood's filling up.
So they have nowhere to go. They're officially trapped. So lucky for them, it's too much blood and it weighs too much. The elevator comes crashing down to the ground floor. Some reference to freaking The Shining.
Yeah. I'm surprised nobody in the theater then. It's like,
nobody peeped it.
So
once y'all see the movie, y'all see it. But it's a nice reference. For a second, I thought Cassie died for a moment.
Yeah, I really thought she died too. I really thought she died.
Good. So they bail, they get in the car, and they about to escape. So before they can escape, the car gets stuck in a big old pothole from the earthquake. So now they have to walk it. So now the freaking human spider over here is looking for them and shit. And now they got to stealth their way past it. So that
build-up was pretty good for it too. The build-up to seeing the actual monster.
The shit was nice. It was like a human spider mixed with a Cerberus. Because like it was gross, y'all. It was nasty.
It really was.
Especially killing it. The death scene of the creature was awful.
Yeah.
So the gate starts to close, and they make a run for it. Now Beth escapes, but Cassie doesn't.
Yeah, Cassie gets caught by
Cassie gets pulled away and launched into this wood chipper. Why is there a random wood chipper parked down there? I don't care. I don't know. Plot convenience, obviously, but there is.
Plot convenience. So
I'm thinking so. Beth's like, oh fuck that! You ain't about to kill her. She the last kid left. I'm about to protect my sister's kids.
Right.
So Beth and breaks down part of the gate so she can claw through it and all that crap. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. I actually thought Cassie was finished.
Yeah. So
I thought she was gonna be finished right here
because the monster grabbed the chainsaw.
Deadites don't take prisoners.
They don't.
There is no. I'm gonna wait for Beth to get here and kill. No, Deadites will obliterate you right away. So the Deadite, the human spider centipede Cerberus creature thing, launches her in the wood chipper and got her in the back of the wood chipper, taunting her like, "Oh, I'm about to rip you apart." So they grab this before they kill her. They stop and grab the chainsaw themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, I'm about to fuck you up," and they taunting her as they revving the chainsaw, like, "Don't worry, I'm about to just chop your head off. It ain't gonna be that bad.
I'm gonna chop your head off." I'm like, what?
Really cool. So as the chainsaw gets closer and closer, Beth comes and shotgun blasts her, and they like, "All right, fine, you about to die." So now the final fight starts. And this was funny as hell to me, because after she got shotgun blast, the movie theater went silent, and the Deadites looked at Beth, and it was just silent. They looked at Beth like, "Really, nigga?" And they slapped the shit out of Beth, and she goes flying.
Oh my god!
The slow down, like, really? Did you think that was gonna actually hurt us? Get slapped. So Beth gets slapped out of there, and they grab her, and now they actually trying to put her in the back of the wheelchair where it's actually the blades and stuff at. So Cassie, she mans up and turns the wood chipper off before she gets destroyed and all that, and she manages to escape the Deadites' clutches and stuff.
Right.
So she manages to put one more shotgun shell into them, and then she grabs the chainsaw and starts going to town. And then Cassie comes like, "Oh no, I ain't done yet," and decides to turn the wood chipper on, and they shove the boss into the wood chipper, and it was disgusting. Of course.
Oh my god!
Why did you come in here and just bark like that?
The way, like,
hang on a sec.
Yeah, you go, but the wood chipper scene, it was, oh my, it was gory, bloody, and it went, yo. When I say it went there, it went there. It's like, I'm like, yo, wait, what? And like they pretty much, like, they killed they killed the Cerberus thing, but like, I think the head was still out there, and I can't remember what the head said. Cause the head was
she was like, you just like mom. You gonna be a failure like her. So you just gonna be a failure like her too.
Bro, I was like, dog. Like then like Beth kicked the head in the wood chipper, and I think Beth and Cassie was getting ready to leave, but they grabbed the chainsaw and
she grabbed the chainsaw and left.
Yeah. So then
so it was definitely a sight to behold. And then the final shot was the car keys, and it had the entire family on the car keys. I'm like, that's just awful.
Yeah.
The whole family just got obliterated. Cassie's is omega traumatized.
Yeah.
Beth, your unborn baby is dead, no doubt about it. Because there's a scene in the movie where Ellie pins down Beth, and she's like, she's like, "I'm about to swallow your soul," and she's like, "There's two souls in here. All right,
yeah,
hell yeah, double pickings, nice."
Right. But then, like,
and I gotta say something too, freaking. Deadeye Ellie was talking mad shit, y'all.
I feel like this is the worst that the Deadeye's ever talked that much trash to anybody.
I wouldn't say it's the worst. I would say it's the worst.
Wait, we said what was the worst to you then in the evil?
Ash, hands down.
Yeah.
How they was doing.
Yeah.
It's freaking down. For God's sakes, they had him kill Cheryl twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah. That's true. But like, I think
Ash became none of it. He an old man now. He grew up with that mess.
Then I think they show a clip after some of the credits show.
Oh yeah, so after some of the credits show, they show what happened with Jessica, which is the first girl you see at the very beginning of the movie.
Right.
Her stupid ass.
Oh, nigga.
She was on a couple floors down.
Yeah.
So and they, before y'all say anything, before y'all be like, oh, how come they didn't hear none of that? There was a loud thunderstorm and all that stuff.
Yes.
Not to mention the earthquake, powers out, everything was just down essentially. Yeah. But Jess comes down, she's talking to the other girl. She's like, hey, we're going to this cabin, they're gonna have fun, friends excursion, blah 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 blah. So as she's getting ready to leave, she could have left, y'all.
She could have been gone. She could have been gone.
Left. So she notices that the wood chipper and his blood and guts all over the floor with the wood chipper. She's like, what happened here? Oh my god! I'm gonna call the cops. And the dead and the demon of the flashlight's like, oh, there's somebody else. Oh, come here.
Yeah.
And they take her, and that's how the movie officially ends.
Yeah. So.
Unfortunately, there's no after credit scenes.
Yeah, there's not.
Right now.
Some people are trying to say there was after credit scenes. So there's no after credit scenes in this movie.
It's really not.
So
I mean, y'all want to stay and listen to the music and see the credits, that's fine. But there's no actual after credit scenes and all that stuff.
So, but other than that, man, I enjoyed this movie.
The movie was fan-fucking-tastic. It felt just like an Evil Dead movie.
Yeah.
I'll tell y'all that right now.
Like, because the ending was, again, you think about it, the ending was definitely open-ended. So, it's definitely, they definitely going to do it.
Almost every Evil Dead movie had open endings to it. Yeah. Like, every one of them.
Because obviously there's going to be, it's definitely going to be a sequel to this one. I hope when the sequel, hopefully Mia can come in, they can, like...
Everybody keep asking for Mia to show up.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wants Mia and to come back in some way. And I have no idea why. I know in the original ones there was licensing issues.
Yeah,
That's why like it was kind of hard linking the rest of the Evil Deads up until like the show. But still, this definitely needs some more stuff.
Yeah. So other than that, man, this was good. True Evil Dead deformed fashion. I know I think some people complained that I missed the comedic little aspect. I said
it wasn't that much. Yeah, it wasn't that much tongue in cheek in here. It was some, but it wasn't a whole lot.
Because again,
but it was definitely some tongue in cheek in here.
Yeah, but other than that, like this movie was here to like make you a little queasy and like and to me,
that's what most Evil Deads are. Every Evil Dead is bloody as hell.
Yeah, so
they got in trouble for that. Like anybody knows the Evil Dead lore, that's why they got more and more tongue in cheek. They got in trouble for the first one, then they got in trouble for the second one, which is why they had to have some green blood in there. And then Army of Darkness,
almost not bloody.
Army of Darkness almost didn't have no blood at all, except that one scene, which still got them in trouble somehow, which is odd.
Why? Yes, that's why.
This is just a Blood Geyser, which is a reference to Friday, freaking Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right.
But that's still put them in trouble. Like, oh, that's stupid.
Yeah. So, other than that, guys, I really got nothing else to say. I think this movie was. I think it's a definite watch. I do gotta say one thing because we over 50 minutes right now. I do gotta say one thing. I remember Archer was telling me that some dude went to the screening for Evil Dead Rise
video. Yeah.
Meanwhile, under Meg Griffin's bra,
he's storming out. He's storming like he's 7 years old. He's gone. He's gone, everybody's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. I think someone got possessed during the movie. I think that's what happened. Yeah. What are you doing here? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I the dude who went there and was talking shit. Like, why did you go?
Yeah, Bruce Campbell went off for him, and I was like, why?
Even Bruce Campbell himself was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, why are you here?
Right.
You stayed and watched the entire movie just to say that. You stupid.
It's real stupid. But yeah. So, and then you want to add before we cut this video off?
Yeah, so only thing I want to say to y'all viewers and all that stuff, despite all the horrific tales that y'all have heard from since Evil Dead 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, which is, it's total 6 Evil Dead, don't be stupid, but all the horrific stuff that y'all heard and all that mess, open the book.
Don't tell my viewers to open the book. What's wrong with you?
They'd be alright.
No. Anyways, make sure you like, share, subscribe, come to Rant Side. We do have those cookies. Hashtag be Corey's Kitchen. Any more last words, Mr. Fatality, you want to lay on? Don't tell nobody to open the book.
No, that's it. Just open it. That's all I gotta say.
Bye, guys. We'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all take it easy. Can't be talking to open the book.
Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and